Hi, this is Kathleen. I am getting ready to make some beef and vegetable soup, and I've already sauteed the beef. I'm gonna use my Instant Pot, and I usually will saute the beef in the Instant Pot, but the last couple times I did, the pot overheated and it just cut off when I was trying to actually use the pressure setting. So I just decided to not do that part. That way I don't have to worry about it. So I'm gonna put all the ingredients in the vegetable soup that any soup I usually make with vegetables. I just put whatever I have available in the freeze and fridge, and in the summer in whatever I have in the garden, and that's what I use. So I'm not going to make a list or an actual, there's really no, I guess, recipe really. It's just whatever I have on hand and whatever spices I decide to use at that moment. So I'm going to get the beef. I didn't drain it. I kind of want the flavor, and then after it cools in the fridge, if there's fat on top, I can always skim it off. So I have 1 pound of ground beef. I have a large onion that's been chopped up. White cabbage that's been in the fridge a while. It's starting to get rubbery, so I'm going to use part of it. Parsnips and carrots, they're getting rubbery too. There were 2 of each, kind of small ones, so they're going in there. Some broccoli that's been in the freezer. Probably 4 good pieces, not very many. Sun Gold tomatoes from my garden last year. Got them out of the freezer. They're not completely frozen. Doesn't matter if you cook them on the stove top or in an Instant Pot, they're gonna cook just fine. Cabbage leaves from my garden from last year. They're pretty much frozen still. We're getting a little bit to where there's not going to be much more I can fit in here. So here are some peas and green beans that I found in my freezer. I thought I had used all the green beans up, but I didn't, so I'm going to toss those in too. And the last of my red bell peppers from the garden. Now it's really full. Let's see if you can. I'm going to put the camera down so you can kind of see. it will cook down, so I'm not too worried about it. Going to put some oregano, some basil, salt. You know, probably shouldn't have used so much salt because I'm going to put some beef bouillon cubes and they're salty already, so that probably wasn't a good idea. Black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder. Gonna kind of mix this up here. It's a little hard to do because the vegetables, some of them are still frozen. I'm gonna get some water. And tomato paste. Gonna mix the tomato paste down in it. So I use about 1 bouillon cube for every cup of water I put in. The lid on. And you can make this whole pot of soup on the stove, of course. You don't have to use an Instant Pot. But I'm going to use my Instant Pot. My cabinet and everything's a mess over there. So I'm just going to hit the soup and broth and let it go. So it's going to take 30 minutes and then it's going to power down, I guess. What is it called? Release the pressure on its own, and then we'll check to see what the soup is like and if I need to add anything else to it. Hopefully it won't be too salty after I just added all that salt when I probably didn't really need to. Alright, I'll come back in and check with you in a little bit. Okay, this soup is done. I just got off the phone with my son. He's driving about 15 miles an hour through Kansas City, Missouri right now. Going very slow, cars off the road everywhere. I hope if you're in that area or anywhere that's affected by this storm that you're home safe and not out on the roads. He said truck drivers, especially tow truck drivers, are just zooming by, and there's black ice all over the road. So yeah, not a good situation. I'm gonna be up all night long until he makes it home. So a little nervous, worried. But the soup is done. It's been done a while. I forgot to release the pressure all the way. It's been warming for 43 minutes now because I've been editing another video. Going to stir it. So if you cooked it on the stove, I don't know, maybe an hour total time, it would be done. If you simmered for longer, it only improves the flavor. So this is what it looks like. I don't know if you can see that. I'm gonna scoop some up in a bowl, and I'll show you a closer picture of it. Yeah, it's not too salty. I was afraid it would be salty, but it's not. It's really good. So I'm going to finish this little bowl and let the soup cool off and spend the night worrying about my son. He's in his 30s, and I don't think you ever quit worrying, but yeah, stay safe out there if you're in the snow zone, ice zone, and you all take care. I will get this video out. I'll post it and have it probably come out on Wednesday. And yeah, have a good night. Thanks for watching, and you all be safe.